I used to believe the price of something was everything until I saw someone pay $1 million for a handful of meetings. And it completely changed my perspective on the cost of something. And back then I couldn't believe it. $1 million just for a handful of meetings. But sure enough, it taught me a valuable lesson in decision making I want to share with you today, and hopefully you'll find some value in it. So back when I started my career, we used to help companies complete initial public offerings, or IPOs. And if you've ever been involved in business, which if you're watching this, you probably have, you will know that business is, as Phil Knight says, war without bullets. It's tough out there. And to take a company from a PowerPoint and a dream all the way through the highs and lows of building a business, the trenches, the turmoil, the setbacks, to get to the public markets, it takes a huge amount of teamwork, resilience, effort, courage to get there. And very few companies actually do get there. But the second reason it's special is that journey normally takes decades. And often for the first time, those shareholders, those hundreds, if not thousands of people, finally get some value and can get some real cash for those shares, which they can sell and then use to invest in building themselves a better life. The third reason they're special, and the reason they get other companies like our company involved, was it's fraught with risk. To take a company from the private markets to the public markets, there's lots of unknown variables and lots of things that can go wrong. And they pay other companies to help them cross that bridge. It's sort of like landing a plane. You can control the plane, but the weather or the market has all these other factors you can't plan for. Interest rates, politics, other variables, all that stuff. But anyway, we're helping this company cross that bridge. And one thing we need to do is set up a board of directors. Now, a board of directors are the people that oversee the management team of different companies and ensure they're making good decisions for those shareholders. And we'd put together these giant pitch decks of all these different potential board candidates, and sort of like drafting a sports team that have all these different attributes that have commercial acumen, that have audit experience, that have legal expertise, all that stuff. And there's different people that bring different things to the table. But sure enough, we're in one of these towers in Sydney going through this pitch deck, this pitch book with the client, and they get to slide number 7, they're like, this is the person. We want this guy involved. And we knew who it was because the person they were referring to was leagues above the rest as far as what they could bring to this situation. They're someone with decades of experience. They had trophy cabinet full of wins. They had scar tissue from countless defeats. They were just the best pick. The problem was, to get them involved, it was going to cost $1 million in stock vested over 2 years. And I remember thinking, $1 million? That was a lot of money, and it still is. And I was thinking, how is this possible? That someone's getting paid $1 million to become a board member and attend a few meetings a year. But sure enough, it went ahead. And over the last decade, this company has gone on to be a great success story. And I'm sure in part to his involvement. And when I say success story, I'm talking about creating hundreds of millions of dollars of value for shareholders, creating thousands of jobs, creating thousands of happy customers. It's been wins all around. And what I completely missed was the value that he would bring to that situation. And I've seen this time and time again in my life and others, which is that $10 delivery fee on your groceries. Sure, it's $10, but the time you save from jumping in the car, driving, parking, walking up and down the aisles, paying, checking out, all that sort of stuff, that might be a really good $10 investment for you. I know that's a very privileged thing to say, but for your time and your ability to actually earn income, that might be actually a great payoff for you. The second way I've seen it is in hiring decisions, which is often we're looking at multiple candidates for a role, and it's easy to focus on, well, who's the more economic or the cheaper candidate? And that often discounts the value that really good people, really experienced people can bring to the equation. For sure, it might be an additional $20,000 and we need to carry that in a P&L, but that person will be able to bring potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, more value to the equation. And the third way I've seen it is when people get involved in investing, particularly in stocks and shares, which is it's really tempting to go look at the cheaper stuff, but it's cheap for a reason. And most people inevitably end up following Warren Buffett's advice, which is moving away from that cigar butt investing and going towards investing in high quality companies. What do they say? Buying a good company at a fair price rather than a bad company at a great price. And you've probably heard that equation, which is price is what you pay and value is what you get. And I've seen this time and time again, which is so easy to focus on the price we pay because that hurts. It's like, and so easy to focus on. It's like the price tag on the thing. And it hurts in the short term because we've got to stomach it, whether it's in our wallet, our P&L, or whatever. But if we can shift our focus and think more long term about the value that would bring, completely change the way we make decisions and the stuff we prioritize. If you enjoyed this, let me know in below, and I'll see you on the next episode. Yay!